Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's main event. We have Mayo Hosko coming at you at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, no sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Let's get ready to Lego!
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayo Hosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There we go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Everyone say real whole egg at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Real
whole egg.
Sweet. I'll cap that and then add it to the intro.
That's kind of fucked up though. It's a little off-centered.
Real whole
egg.
Eggs?
Oh, our timing was off, but
Do we go
that's
slowly
okay.
or fast?
I think that was fine. Is that fine, or do you want us to
Yes,
do it
because
slow?
I actually prefer it when people do it all out of sync because that makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg.
Egg.
Close enough.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit of no sugar, no filler, a whole lot of real whole egg coming up on these Fridays.
Hello, Miss Zambi here, saying real whole egg. Mayo Hosko channel. Go check it out.
Real whole egg. There we go. I don't know what else you want. Wait, why am I... Are you talking about like what goes well with Mayo? Also, how did you even come up with the name Mayo Hosko? Like, do you just love Mayo? I don't know.
Rolling into the chat, we got to give a shout out. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Splat out. That's what I'm talking about. Mayo Hosko. 2 whoop salute, Mayo. Welcome to the jankiness.
For Mayo Hosko, I give you a real whole egg. Wait, where did all these other eggs come from? What in the name of the Emperor is going on?
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg, and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you. Hello,
What's up,
everybody.
guys?
Welcome to episode 39 of Real Whole Egg. And from Australia, I want to say happy 420 day, everybody. Happy 420. And also congratulations on the Brickable Cow getting to 200 subscribers. And
Congrats, Cal!
as I joked earlier, every 4 minutes and 20 seconds on this stream today, we're going to do this. PPP.
The weed.
Hi, Cliff. Bye, Cliff.
Well,
Cliff
okay, bye,
said he was going to say hi, but
he still showed the love.
That's right.
So let's get the ball rolling. How has everyone's week gone?
You want to answer first, Cal?
No, you go.
Well, I've had a pretty good week. I can't complain. After last Friday, I finished the Bugle that evening, not on the live stream, but later on that evening. And so this week I've got the Bugle completed. And that was pretty cool. And then Orlando Brick Co., which is right around the corner from me. I've been trading in all sorts of stuff there, and so far I'm up to like $800 in store credit there. And
Wow.
so that's been going really well. I got some other cool stuff going on in life, and just been working, and work's been going good. So that's what it is.
Dang.
How about you, Cal?
Well, you had a lot more week than
Kind of
I
giving you
did.
problems.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't solve too much, but that's okay. I've been playing Lego. I guess it's not playing. I don't know. I have done a lot of sorting. I don't usually sort, but like everything is neat and like somewhat sorted out. I only got a little bit left to sort. Like I had a bug in me, and now I can finally build, and I got all my minifigs out, so that way we can somewhat still or start to populate the fairgrounds.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's been a good week.
And how my week's gone is I finished doing a bunch of homework, and I'm still doing homework, and I moved house, and I built this IKEA table during coffee time on Cal's channel yesterday, and I was doing gaming during Clicking Clips pop-up stream where Cal got to 200 subscribers this morning, and
I'm still living
I
that
just
thing.
got back from the old house with a trailer load of Lego, and we're going to do 2 more trailer loads this weekend, so that's why I was 10 minutes late. And I am so far behind on building the Lego Ninjago City Gardens, really far behind.
That's all right. That's cool, though. You moved into the new place. How you liking it so far?
It's the actual footprint of the house is bigger, but my Lego space is the same.
Oh, okay.
So I really pity the fools who are renters and have to move almost every year.
Yeah, unless you want to pay that rent increase.
Yeah, because I could never, after moving twice in the past 6 months, I don't like moving house. I could never imagine being a renter like this. I'm
I was
so
gonna
tired.
say, I've moved so much in my life. I pretty much plan on staying in this house, and if I ever sell this house, that will be the last time I move. I've lived here for 10 years now, and I don't really plan on going anywhere.
Yeah. And let's have 5 seconds of silence for Kobe Bryant. Anyway, congratulations, Cal, on getting to 200 subscribers. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Because it only happened in the last 24 hours.
I'm still living that day. That's like, it may have been somewhat of, it's not even 24 hours yet. Okay, so you know what's funny though, is Cliffy and I kind of been watching it all day. And I got to like 206 or 207 or whatever, so like in the stream, like we were aiming for 210. And a few hours later, he texted me and let me know that they all disappeared. Bots or something, I don't know. But I'm at 201. It counts, so Tuesday morning I'm going to cut my hair, I guess. But I'm glad because now I don't have to go into your mullet.
Yeah, when someone put out a link in their Facebook, I think it was Hobby Hooligan. Whenever you put out a link on any social media, you're bound to attract some bots. I get bots trying to follow me all the time.
So you're cutting the old mullet off, huh? The old Mississippi mud flaps got to go.
Unfortunately.
That's all right, man. I used to have long hair when I was young, like real young, like 10, 11, and I cut it off, and I've had short hair my whole life. It's just easier, man. So much easier.
I've had short hair my whole life. I finally grew it out for the last few years, and then the last 2 years officially it was a mullet. I'm like, okay, here we go. We made it. I'm done. I put out the other day, I released my 400th video or upload on YouTube or whatever, so I put out there that I reached the 400, I now quit. So that way I didn't make it to 200, that way I didn't have to cut my hair.
Oh, I
But
Cliff skipped the 200 one?
Yeah. Cliffy taught me into doing a. Well, I kind of wanted to do a 24-hour, but he kind of taught me into it. So we'll break down the Disney Castle and mills it and rebuild it, and we're gonna kind of redesign the fairgrounds from there. But yeah, so that's
Nice.
I'm like real close.
You know, on that Disney thing, you shouldn't even have to tear it apart to Mills plate it. You could just build a Mills plate and then put the castle on top of them.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, so I already modded it a little bit. So it was. I'm gonna be dangerous, okay? It was a two-piece castle. Castle. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I took off that layer of plates of tiles and whatnots of jumpers, and I just I went back over it with some plates, and I smacked that bad boy back on there because it's fallen on me so many times. I'm like, no, screw you, we're not falling this time. We're in there.
Nice. Yeah. Just fix it once and for all.
Yep. But yeah, no, I wanna break it down, wash it, and then build a Mills plate. The Mills plate's gonna be really freaking big because there's grass that comes out. My daughter wants grass around it for her flowers.
Okay.
And whatnot,
So what are you thinking? Like 32 by 64 or something?
I don't know. I'll have to count
That's like
studs.
2 base plates.
I have 2 base plates and a 16. So what's that tell you?
So what do you mean 2 base plates and a 16? So you did 2 base plates left to right, and then you added 16 on the back? Is that what you're saying?
16 in between those two.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I got
get
so
what you
there's
did.
yeah, and then but so it goes base plate, half base plate, half for the corner, and then base plate. You see what I mean? To make up that whole difference. Because in the back, I'm using the very big ones, so like the 48 by 48. So that's my start. I have that one as a back.
Got you. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I also have train track going to the back end of the castle, so I have to figure that part out when the time comes. But for now, I'm just millsing the front end to where I can place the castle or build the castle. I'm excited to rebuild it, but it's supposed to be at 24 hours, so I'm like, oh my goodness.
And let me switch mics back over to my other computer.
16 on the back.
Okay, cool. Wait, hang on a minute.
That's exactly what Cal should do. You said go to school with her. I don't go to school with Indigo.
Okay, I'm testing the echo. Is there no echo? Cool. There's no echo.
You're good.
Awesome. Okay, let's see who's in the comments today right now.
Everybody.
Yeah, they all came out to celebrate Cal getting to 200 subscribers and 420 day. But before I see who's in the comments, we're going to start the Twitch simulcast in how many seconds? In literally 2 seconds. Okay, the Twitch simulcast is now open. So who is in the chat? We have Johnny G, the Brickable Cow who's on the panel, from Blocks to Box who's on the panel, Dave Brick 76, Lego Team B, Zissou Sultanfuss, Clever Pig, Trebs Reborn, Gladiator Bricks Productions, Click and Cliff, please come back. Who
Hi,
else?
Cliffy.
Cliff said he's a little inebriated.
Brick Hive. Hello. So we got some things to play for some people. So we have both of the birds and the bees. So Cal, this is what we do when we get the bee themed channels in the chat.
Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. Buzz, 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 retorted Duck.
And this is what we do. And this is what we do when Zisu is here. And this is what we do when we have known weed smokers in the chat.
PPP.
The weed. Duh.
And we did get in contact with Scott Blocks, and he said that he'll come to the stream when he gets home from Baton Rouge because he wants to celebrate 420 Day with us.
Nice.
And also, I extended the invitation to both Mark and Seth because they are also known PPP users. So if they wanted, they can also celebrate 420 Day with us.
PPP participants?
Yes, PPPP. You know what?
So
I should have gotten. Yeah.
I figured I'd bring this up to you because it's pretty crazy. So you know the Lego Trauma Team? That was one of the sets that you got at Brick World Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Hey, did I lose? Did you guys lose me?
Yeah, just froze out.
Oh, okay. No, you got the Trauma Team set. Did you get the box and instructions with it also?
I only got the instructions. The instructions are sitting right next to me right now.
I took that set to Orlando Brickco today, and I had the box, I had the instructions, and it was 100% complete. They gave me $100 in store credit for it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed.
Probably because of the box.
Yeah.
It was probably new condition because I only paid $45 for mine. They had no box.
Yeah, I don't even think I gave that for it, to be honest with you.
And the pieces were dirty.
Yeah, no, that Orlando Brickco has become my new favorite place. It's actually kind of dangerous.
Yeah, we were talking about that last episode.
Yeah.
Do you have a Brixton minifigures in Colorado, Cal?
Say it again.
Do you have a Brixton minifigures in Colorado?
Yeah, we got a crap ton of them.
You got a mom and pop shop up there?
I just can't get to them. Huh?
You guys got like a mom and pop Lego store up there?
Not really. You got a few like nerd stores that have like Lego, but it's not like a lot of Lego. It's like a few boxes that they want to charge you $150 for something so small. You're like, what is this? Why? It's nothing good.
Yeah, no, there's a comic book store next to us that has or close to us that sells has a small Lego section. But I don't think that Lego section will be there very much longer because OBC opened up less than a mile away from them.
Yeah, so, well, the closest thing I have is a store called Toys R Go, and they sell a variety of Lego and Hot Wheels and some other things. some action figures too, like from a variety of stuff like G.I. Joe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they might sell some Star Wars stuff too. But the reason I go there is because that's where I get all of my road base plates.
Oh, nice.
And when I expand the city, I'm probably going to need to go back there and buy some more.
I don't. Cliff said snitches get stitches. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but that cracked me up.
They get their kneecaps broke from him.
Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going. Well, I need to plan a new route to get there because I'd have to catch a different bus now after I moved house.
Oh yeah, your whole route's changed now, huh?
Yeah, and we live closer to an industrial park, so we live closer to the train yards, and I need to go back to the train yards to see if I can get some photography of some of the rolling stock, so I can use that as reference points to build more trucks on my railway. I already know the exact type of locomotive I want to build, but I need more trucks for my locomotives to pull, because the way that some of the Australian rolling stock is, it's slightly different from the British and American stuff that I'm more used to. There's a specific design of hopper that I want to scout at one of the railway yards.
Got you. Hey, do you guys over there in Australia, I would be willing. Do you guys have anywhere where you actually drive underneath the train tracks instead of driving over them? The train tracks actually go over the road?
Well, actually, on my old railway line, there was in between stations, there is a street that goes under the road, and as a result, that has a clearance height of less than 5 meters high, which is I think the clearance is about 25 feet equivalent. Yeah. And so there's also in my old neighborhood one of the roads out to the main road went under an underpass.
Yeah, because here we have a couple of different spots where the trains actually have like bridges. So instead of the cars, going over the railroad tracks or anything like that, the railroad tracks are actually on a bridge that goes over the highway.
Yeah, and where some of the Melburnians are, they had a whole thing that they did years ago. Oh, Scott's in the chat. He'll come on.
Yep.
He'll come on.
That's why I was letting you finish. But yeah, I was going to say PPP, brother Scotty.
Yeah, and because Scott's here, let's interrupt what I was saying to do this.
PPP.
The weed.
Yeah. So in Melbourne, they had an effort years ago to remove a lot of the railway crossings in their city, and they built a fuck ton of overpasses.
Zizu, here in America, we call them L trains, like in Chicago.
And I rode on the L train in Chicago when I went from downtown to Wrigley Field. And actually, when I was taking Ubers around some of the freight yards in Chicago, my Uber passed underneath a hump yard because the road went underneath. And the reason why hump yards are normally elevated is so that the rolling stock can roll down hills. And I went to when I was getting footage of some of the railway yards at Chicago, which you can find on my other channel, Mayo Hosko's TWR and TTE, I did vlogs about all that stuff. Those were some pretty rough places, and Schaumburg is nowhere near that, and Schaumburg is much nicer than the south side of Chicago.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I would not want to live in the south side of Chicago, but Schaumburg is a pretty good place by comparison.
You what? You want to live for another 2 weeks? Is that what it is? You want to live?
Yeah,
past
I
2
would
weeks?
not.
Why you're
I would
not
not
gonna
want
move
to.
to the south side of Chicago.
Yeah, I would not want to live on the south side of Chicago, and I'm that crazy person who just to say that I went to the state of Indiana, because I'm not going to go back to Indiana unless I go to the NFL Combine one day. I took an hour Uber ride just to go to an IHOP.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever told anyone about that story. I drove an hour in an Uber. I drove an hour in an Uber, and I spent $70 just to go to an IHOP in Indiana. It was in Hammond, Indiana, and Mark joked that I should have spent the extra money to go to Gowie, Indiana. I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Like ever.
Yeah. And anyway, in other news, now that I've moved house,
Gary, Indiana's like a crime capital.
yeah, and now I'm going to have more room under the table. I'm going to finally be able to build a farm, and Cal has been building a farm forever.
Well, I stopped building that farm. Now I can recreate a bigger farm. I'm using one whole 6-foot table now.
Yeah, because in some of your recent updates, you split the farm from the fairground.
Yeah. Which is weird for me. Like, I was really hoping to really keep them connected, but there's no way.
And you advanced the lore of your layout as a result.
They're saying that you snitched on Scotty in the chat, Mayo. They're saying you ratted him out.
Yeah, well, Scott, Cal, Seth, and Ark are all willing to come onto the panel and light up a smoke if they really want to, because it's 420.
They're all allowed to tell on themselves, right?
I make special exemptions on 420, which is why Cal is here in the first place, because of 420. And then it just so happened to be that he got 200 subscribers, which means now he's got to shave his hair.
My lord.
And at 250, he's going to do stuff with the Disney Castle.
Are you going to shave it, or you just got to cut it?
Or see, I've been trying to wiggle my way out of this one for forever. I have to shave it.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, why don't you do like at least like just a clean cut haircut? Yeah, I was gonna say like.
Oh, they Cliffy wants me bald, but yeah, I tell you what, you watch, I'm gonna have.
I was gonna say do like
long hair I want on the top.
Do a 1 on the sides and like a 5 on top. That still gives you like a little bit of hair. He said 202, Cal. What is that?
Because I got 200, so he's just keeping.
Oh, okay.
I did say I had to withstand it. Technically, I withstood it, so. Cool, no.
Anyway, let's go back up in the chat. Let's go back up in the chat and see if there's been anything interesting that's been said. Yes. Yeah. So, RC said, I'm backstage and there is no Mayo, still maybe sleeping or running a little behind. I know he's been super busy in another move. Exactly. We just got back with a trailer load. Lego Team B said Mayo was on. I was not on London Calling. I watched London Calling at 4 a.m. So you may have run out of juice. I'm in Mayo. No, I slept for 12 hours on Friday, so I only needed 3 hours sleep this morning after London Calling to feel bright and energetic, and I got my day going by taking a trailer load of Lego. And Dave's congratulating you on 200. Everyone who's in the chat, make sure to congratulate Cal on reaching 200. And also, we're only 2 subscribers away from 750. When I get to 750, as I promised Mikey J Productions, who's a regular guest host, I'm going to build a catapult.
Oh, no.
And also, one day, Mikey's going to have to come back and promote his new Dungeons and Dragons campaign. RC can't do that because I don't pay money, so I can't share joint accounts. Pig said Cal and RC in the same stream is insane. I'm here for it. I'm here, Dave. Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
Cheech and Chong. Let's try and make all the Cheech and Chong references we can, because Cheech and Chong is the epitome. Well, they should be the ambassadors of 420 Day.
Pretty sure they are.
I'm the fuck here now. I ain't sleeping. I was actually scooping Lego out of the trailer while you typed that, Team B. No, we played Paradisa just as we were looking over the chat.
Did you?
I don't know how to remix dubstep. All I know how to do is splice different stuff together, which is why how I created that intro for the PvP and the birds and the bees. Johnny says, RC, don't let Mayo go off the rails. There's a schedule for a reason. Exactly. I like to keep to a schedule. I would love to do that collaboration. We just got to get a Butt Chop and Zissou to have the same time and come onto the stream. No, my dad is like my dad.
Hey, dude,
because I have a dad. My dad didn't go off and get a pack of cigarettes, then never came back. That's not my kind of dad. Because some people's dads are there for them until the day they move out. Some people's dads go out for a pack of cigarettes, and some dads are workaholics, while other dads are just stoned because they smoke weed every day.
Mayo said my dad cares about me.
Yeah. Pete says, I hope we get enough of these that eventually they're just the entire stream. Gladiator says, blood for the blood god skulls for the skull throne. Sisu says, I thought Mayo was reminding us to mail real whole eggs to him for a second. Well, actually, my PO box is closing soon. No, I said 420, not 440. Yeah, you're nearly at 500. There's a couple people almost at 500. I think Scott said it on Clip's pop-up stream. He's nearly at 500. And I'm nearly at 750. Johnny says, does Mayo go to the same school as Cal and Indigo? No. Hell no. Because unlike because my school does not have a short bus.
Oh.
Zisu says, could really see Mayo watching free streams while building IKEA tables, while doing homework, while moving houses, and while sleeping. Yes, I have done that in the past. Gladiator congratulates you on 200. Kobe is the only person who could ever be like Mike, which is why Kobe Bryant is a top 4 player of all time. No other shooting guard has come close to the same skill set as Michael Jordan. But sadly, Kobe Bryant could not be like Mike 100%, only 99%, and that's why he had one less championship.
Scotty Jr.'s in the chat. Watch. So just know we got little ears out there.
And we'll never be in the same home room. Any home room unexplained fires are a matter for the court. And yeah, DC's keep on bugging me about dubsteps and grindcore.
Are you able to hear me over here?
Yeah, kind of.
Not really.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I'm just on the other side of the room. That's why I asked.
And Rick Hives eating Taco Bell for dinner. When I go back to Chicago, I'm gonna get those Doritos Los Tacos again. They were really good. And a Baja Blast. But I need to try a Baja Blast without ice in it. I tried a frozen Baja Blast and it fell short of my expectations. I need to get a can or a bottle of Baja Blast that isn't from a fast food joint.
You talking about Mountain Dew?
Yeah, Baja Blast is a lot of people's favorite versions of Mountain Dew.
Have you seen they got this new thing where they ferment Mountain Dew and turn it into wine? They make wine out of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That sounds almost as scary as when Taco Bell put beer on the menu. I don't. What's the DEA? Is that an American thing?
Yeah, Drug Enforcement Agency.
They onto you, Mayo. Just know.
Well, they're not on to me because unlike other people on 420 Day, I'm not smoking 420.
Oh.
As Lisa says, hope no one's boss is watching. Tested on Monday. Gladiator says, I love raised base plates and LEGO needs to get back the rights to make them. They could, they just don't want to. The last raised base plate we got was with one of the Pharaoh's Quest sets.
I tell you right now, I got a whole bunch of money for the raised base plates I had. They're worth a lot of money.
I play a lot of Railroad. Well, I play a lot of an alternate version of Railroad Tycoon that's called Open TTD, because unlike Railroad Tycoon, it's free and it has a lot of the same graphics as Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I know a lot of people like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I haven't been narking since 2000. I've been narking since 2001 because I was born in April, which means my birthday is in 10 days. Whoop, whoop. And so if my birthday was the 30th, and 9/11 was 11th of September, May 30th, June 30th, July 30th, August 30th, I was born 4.5 months before 9/11.
Wow. Zizu says he prefers prison toilet wine over Mountain Dew wine.
That's sacrilegious. Scott says, I'm waiting for someone to come over. After that, jump on the pedal. Nice. Yeah, because, I mean, there was no way in hell I wasn't going to celebrate 420 Day without Scott, because Scott runs the PPP farm in my city. Cliff is the courier, and Mark is and Mark is the dealer. Cal is just a cow who will be in the farm soon.
He's the cash
and
cow.
I've decided that when I build, that when I build the farm under my city, I'm going to have a short piece of railway track that doesn't connect to the main railway, that'll imitate a siding for the cattle trucks to come up to the stock pen, which is those series of fences that cows walk through when they're being loaded onto cattle trucks to be taken away. Nowadays, they do that mostly via tractor trailer instead of on trains, but I've always dreamt about making an actual cattle truck. I just have, well, my livestock truck currently is just a gondola with some side gates that have got 3 cows in. And I've got the 2 cows from the 90th anniversary castle, but I've also got the brown cow from the 2014 cargo train, and whenever I find that brown cow, I'm going to have that as cow, just because it's a different color. And I'll have it posed like he's walking up to, like he's trying to sneak over the fence and get a glance at Scott's PPP farm. And I'm going to build a pickup ute in a dark red color, and we're going to have the clicking cliff and the Scott's block sig figs talking outside, so as though Scott's loading up the crates of PPP onto Cliff's pickup. And unbeknownst to the both of them, Sig Cow reaches over the fence and gets a good sniff of the PPP crops. That's what I want to set it up as. And also in that countryside area. So the farm itself is going to be farming. Well, there's going to be 2 farms. There's going to be a wheat farm, because that's Australia's biggest crop export, and there's going to be a combination pig farm with a few cows. And then on the other side of the road, there's going to be a wind farm. And there's also going to be a river that runs by that wind farm, just so I have an excuse to build a van down by the river. And I'm thinking what I'll do is take the Dreams Turtle van, the van I mocked out of that, and have that be the van down by the river. Because I shrunk it from 8 wide to 4 wide. I think I'll use that van as the van down by the river.
Nice.
Haha! Scott says how I smoke with my boss. And Zissou is jealous. If people are claiming I forgot, then even though I didn't, I will play it again.
They love that jam. They love it.
They really do. And we have a Jude 20 sighting. How's the orange tang?
Hey, Brick is life.
Scott says Mexican Americans like to sleep in and have an uncle named George. I'm not sure. Is that a reference to something? And there's Scotty Jr. Oh yeah, we already responded to that. And we got the condiment spammers again. Let's just ignore them. They like to waste their time. Johnny says, what percentage of school teachers have done a hard time? I guess 80 to 90%. Scott says, I've seen the Mountain Dew wine. He made Dr. Pepper wine too. Oh my god.
Yeah, I did see that too. The Mountain Dew one's the only one. The Dr. Pepper one sounded rough.
Hello, the Brick is life. Anyway, that's all of the comments. So let me get back to building this. And at the hour mark, I've got a few things to rant about, but I'll give a teaser just so that I remember. I'm gonna rant about audio. I'm gonna rant about audio levels. I'm gonna rant about hashtags, and I'm gonna rant about yes, I'm gonna rant about high towers. So we'll do that in 14 and a half minutes. Is there anything pressing that you guys want to talk about? Does anyone have any news? Let's get into the personal news.
Oh, I was gonna say something about some Lego news. I did see that Artemis leak, and that thing looked very impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even a big NASA shuttle fan, but that launch pad with rocket looked pretty awesome.
I haven't seen most of those.
You have or haven't?
Yeah. Besides reaching 200 subscribers, do you have any other personal news, Cal?
No, not really. I was supposed to go to the mountain tomorrow, but that canceled. Just supposed to go.
Were you going to smoke some PPP up in the mountains?
Look, you got the DEA listening. I can't.
You wearing a wire mail?
You asking some specific questions here, bud.
Yeah, because for those who don't know how 420 Day got started, it was because a bunch of the hippies in eastern Los Angeles went up to one of the mountains in Orange County. They all got together on that chosen day and smoked, and they started that. Because they all went up into the mountains of Orange County. And now they have participants doing the same thing across the world.
I've heard it had something to do with college students always meeting up after class, and it was always 4:20 in the afternoon.
Yeah, they did that when they got out of class on when some of them had spring break, I think. I think it was their last day before spring break, and then they decided to alter the day to not only do it at 4:20 p.m. smoke on top of a mountain, but also on the actual day of April 20th.
Yeah.
You think they ring the bell in town hall? They were like, "Hear ye, it's 4:20."
And he'd be like Homer Simpson when he was warning everyone that the rapture was coming, and he would have rang that bell and had a sandwich board over their body.
Scotty says Scotty says he knows Junior will certainly want that Artemis. Yeah, that thing's pretty awesome.
I'm not interested in any of the space sets, to be honest.
That Artemis set is almost like, honestly, it's like past the space set. Have you seen it?
No, but if you look up the images, we can share it because I haven't seen the images yet.
I am gonna do that. It's almost like a modular of the landing pad, and the Artemis rocket is just kind of like part of it. Let me see what I can do here.
So I'm gonna guess Cal's working on his fairground right now.
Well, yeah, I'm organizing figs, trying to put them into birds.
Got any sig figs around there?
Yeah, I got all the sig figs I got right here in front of me.
Yeah. And if you ever get your hands on a Homer Simpson fig, you can put that and Brett's sig fig in Donut Alley.
I put Brett in dress last night. I used this lady's dress.
You did what now?
I put Brett's fig in this dress.
Oh. Hey, why are they not showing it up on the images on Google? I wonder if Google has the images blocked. I've seen it on YouTube.
Lego Team B suggests go to Jay's Brick blog.
Look at this.
You know how to do this, Cal?
What?
Oh, okay. Never mind. For the Artemis, go to Jay's Brick blog. All right. Here, let me see something.
That's one of the isn't that one of the ghost heads?
It looks like from oh, here you go, right there. We'll just share this right now. Oh, it is one. Yeah, it is one of the ghost heads, isn't it?
It's got things that'll look. The Artemis will look nice next to the Saturn V, and it's a DJ Marshmallow.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. Let me go get that share screen of the Artemis.
There you go. Here, let me get. It's right here, I think. We'll just zoom in. Oh, see if it'll let me zoom in. Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's got the actual launch pad as well.
Yeah, you see that thing? Look at how that's a pretty impressive build right there, man.
That's bigger than the Saturn V or the shuttle program shuttle they did back in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and then if I'm not mistaken, let's see, what does it say? 3,500 and no. Wait, is that the set number? Let's see if it tells you how many pieces are on it.
Well, the size alone makes me think it's the biggest rocket that Lego's ever made.
I wonder if I just click on this and it'll show me something. Oh, here, read more. There we go.
And the reason it's a rocket is because there's a shuttle, or because there's a piloted module attached to a booster rocket. If it's just a shuttle floating in space, it's not a rocket. The rocket is just the propulsion to get it out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, and so it's going to be 3,600 pieces also.
3,600 pieces.
Yeah, so that's pretty good size.
Yeah, that has a lot of greebling for the launch pad. I wonder, that looks like some that looks like they're using look like gunmetal grey roller coaster tracks for some of their parts.
Yeah, I see that, and they've got even small pieces. If you look on what's holding the actual shuttle, it looks like a small piece compared to the big pieces on the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the roller coaster tracks as a scale. Looks like they used some weird Technic pieces to get the scaffolding. Probably because the existing scaffolding 1x6x5s are too weak.
You know how they did it? They did it kind of like the Eiffel Tower. They put bars in between it.
Yeah, they got all of those cross beams.
They got the NASA stickers back.
Oh, yay! The first time we got the NASA... Okay, pop quiz for everyone in the chat because I'm guessing RC knows the answer. When was the first time we got the NASA logo in a Lego space set?
It's a hard one.
You know what? I'm not even 100% on this, but I think I know.
I'll give everyone a couple minutes and see if anyone can throw out a specific year. But while we do that, I'm going to finish up this little room right here. So, hey, we have Stub Sidious. Hey, Stub says NASA is NASA is public domain, so LEGO doesn't have to pay licensing fees. Oh, they're in the public domain. Wow. Incorrect, but keep on guessing, everyone. 1988, man, that was a good year for LEGO. We got the Victory Lap Raceway, the Big Rig Truck Stop. Got some really cool Futuron and Blacktron sets. We got what was it? The second wave of the Forestman sets. I think we also got the Knights Challenge, which was a joust set. And hello, Papa Wex. Good to see you back, buddy. Says, I think NASA has to give approval, but they don't charge a fee. Stud says, that's why a few years back you saw all the streetwear brands making NASA clothing. Oh, so they must have only recently come into the public domain.
Yeah.
Kind of like when the rights for the Happy Birthday song ran out several years ago. And so now Happy Birthday is in the public domain, because for years and years, TV shows and movies used to have to say, for he's a or she's a jolly good fellow instead. Because because they didn't want to pay the rights to sing Happy Birthday. And that's why you'd always see scenes where they would start to say, no, we're not singing that in TV shows and crap. Another character would have had to interrupt a different character trying to sing Happy Birthday.
Well, you just taught me something, because I didn't know. I had no idea about that. I never knew that.
Yeah, so legally we can sing Happy Birthday.
Are you sure, Mayo? Are you sure? Here, I'm gonna X this out because we're done with that shared screen.
Yeah, it's a cool looking set.
Definitely is, especially if that's what we're actually gonna get. Well, I mean, apparently it is, because it accidentally got shipped out.
Yes, that is correct. 1990. The original minifigure scale launchpad set. We got some launchpad sets in with the stage extra figure, and we got a launch pad before the stage extra minifigure, and we got launch pads in the space theme, but never an actual realistic looking. But my favorite space shuttle launch is still the one from the Launch Command sub-theme of Town in 1995. I think that's in my top 10 favorite sets of all time. It probably is at 10. Yes, and Stud also makes a good point about Steamboat Willie. The Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse is now public domain because the 100-year copyright on that Disney had for that ran out. You'll still get sued if you use the regular Mickey Mouse, but you can do anything you want with the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse now.
Huh.
So now we can all do the whistles like what Steamboat Willie did. But I can't whistle. What I always enjoyed was when my sister used to do the whistle click from the Fantastic Mr. Fox movie.
I'm pretty good at whistling. I whistle all the time.
We got one of the PPP brothers.
Brother Scotty, what's up, man?
You big dog. Good to see you, man.
PPP, my friend.
Exactly,
yeah.
PPP.
PPP.
The weed.
Yeah. Now that my business is taken care of, we can start tonight's festivities. I tell you what, Mayo, I'm so glad I have a friend in Australia so I can start celebrating early.
Yeah, because you've got.
Be on time.
And is that a blunt or a joint?
This would be a blunt. I kind of started early. Sorry.
Yeah. Get
I was
ahead on
thinking-
everyone else going up in the mountains. Oh crap.
Yeah, and not to mention for Scotty, it's every day's PPP. Every day's 420.
Yep, it's 4:20 somewhere.
That's right.
Because I knew one of the PPP brothers would want to come onto the stream and light up a smoke.
Yeah, two things you can guarantee: me and Snoop Dogg's gonna light a blunt.
Yeah, and if Seth or Mark are out there and they want to come on to the stream, they're also free to light up a smoke.
Stud Sidious, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in forever, bro. Good to see you.
Exactly, Team B. That's how you got to twice a day.
Team B knows what's up now that Scott's deal is done. Smarter than the average bear.
I'm smarter. I'm smarter than the most intelligent bear.
Right.
I'm just a smart
That's good to know, Stud Sidious. I'm gonna have to watch the first Dune movie.
What movie? Oh, Dune.
Yeah. He said the second one was good. Which that's always great when you have a decent sequel, i.e. the new Ghostbusters movie. Both of them I thought were good.
Yeah. The newer Ghostbusters are really good. That all-female one, I'm not saying nothing about all females. I'm just saying that one in particular, that was so goofy. It was such a goofy movie, and it was like, I don't know. It was just not Ghostbusters, not at all.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bill Murray was involved at all.
Yeah, exactly. So how's everything been going with you, Scotty? You get the truck fixed?
Finally, yeah, dude.
Nice.
Man, I tell you, dude, I changed the master cylinder. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't say that. The primary cylinder. And then,
That's funny, dude.
and then I had to change the brake booster. Then I had a break in one of my brake lines, so I had to replace that.
Oh man.
So
I love that, dude.
I just kept finding the weakest link, you know.
Yep. I know how that goes. Hey, Bunny.
Hey, Bunny.
Hey, Bunny. But I will say, at least I did it now and found any weak points in my braking system. I hope.
Yeah.
All taken care of now. And I made it to Baton Rouge and back with no problem.
There you go. Hey, what was I gonna say? That's exactly how irrigation work goes. So, like, when I do irrigation work and I see like a big break, I'll fix the big break. But then when I fix that big break, it gives water pressure further down the line, and now all of a sudden I see 2-3 more breaks, like heads busted off and all sorts. Now there's more down there. It's the same thing.
Yep. You just work your way down the line. I kind of get the same thing even with electrical. I'll have a bad connection at one outlet, fix that, and then find another bad connection further down the line at another outlet, but on the same circuit.
Yep.
I'm having an amazing day knowing that my pain isn't hurting enough that I need to resort to weed or oxy.
Well, those are two completely different things. One is heroin, and then one is weed.
Yeah, that's like from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Yeah, one's the starting line and one's the finish line.
Yeah. But Cal knows why I mentioned oxy.
What do you got going on there, Cal?
I put eyes on the hat. For the first time ever, he has eyes. He can see.
That looks awesome. He has more. He's so surprised.
Oh, and he walks?
Yeah, dude, there's a sound break in it. It's so cool.
Oh, okay.
This little, there's like a little hatch on the back end of the sound break. Yeah. I put eyes on them. I got bored, so I'm like, oh look, you keeping. I can't figure out if I want the big eyes or the small eyes on them.
Put 1 and 1. Fuck, do I keep freezing up? I do.
No, you're good. I hear you.
I like that light kit you have behind that bullhead back there.
I was just telling him earlier today.
It's not
yeah.
like, you know what it is?
Woo!
You know what?
It's a bunch of these dollar store multicolor lights. Light breaks.
Oh, that's cool.
Work?
Yeah.
Yeah, they work.
Yeah. And the time just get past me, so it's the top of the hour, so you know what time it is.
This one is a rotten egg!
Rotten eggs!
It's rant time. Okay, so let's get on with the 3 things I want to rant about. One is I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately as I've been setting up furniture in the new house and completing some of my homework. And something that's really starting to grind my gears is when people don't get their audios level right when they're speaking in the same format, whether you're on a live stream or podcast, or whether it's a collaborative video. I'm starting to notice the differences between people's microphones, because not all microphones are created equally. Some use internal mics, others use external mics, and therefore it's almost impossible to have the same levels. And some people don't think to manually adjust their levels to be on the same spectrum as someone else. So as I'm listening to podcasts, getting all of my shit done, I always have to fluctuate the volume control, because 1 minute one person is like, okay, so do, re, mi, ABC, 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. And then someone else is screaming in my ears!
Right.
And it really pisses me off, because 1 minute you can't hear anything. And then someone's like, well, if you want to do this, then blah, blah, blah. And then another person just starts screaming in my ears! And it's really annoying.
You know what else does that? The commercials on TV.
I've realized that YouTube lately, when I'm watching YouTube, one thing that I watch is like that, and another thing that I watch is like super quiet. We were watching, like, YouTube in general. Some of it will be louder, and like when we switch over to Netflix or something, it'll be quieter. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone ever wants me, if anyone ever wants me to again be like, I'm screaming in your ear, all you just have to do is request, and I'll try find a cutaway for it in the future. And something else is that what did I say? I said I was going to talk about audio levels, high towers, and there was something else.
What do you mean high towers?
That's just high towers is code for something in the culture war. Anyone in the chat remember the third thing I was going to talk about?
I just got here, man.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll go back to my own stream and see if I can get it. Also, we got another subscriber as of this stream, and we got I got another subscriber after Cliff's pop-up stream. So let me go to my own stream.
Cool.
And
See
try to
there,
get this
the Brick of Life is here in Central Florida, like me, and she gets it. She says when I watch all these other stuff, it's different levels, and on Spectrum, it's horrible. You'll watch TV, and the movie you're watching, like you'll turn it up so you can hear it, and then as soon as the commercial's on, it's like screaming, and you got to turn it down like at least 10 notches.
Wow. Yeah, you go from mumble to yelling.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to talk about now. Okay, now this may or may not offend someone in this panel right now, but hashtags. If you're going to have a specialized hashtag, you might as well use it. I'm just gonna.
Look at my description. I use it. Don't come at me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there, and because there's a lot of people who have specialized hashtags. We have a specialized hashtag. For some, this is another thing I'm going to rant about. On my Mac, when I go to Instagram and search the keywords hashtag #RealHoEgg, it says this result cannot be found. But as I'm going to Instagram on my HP, and if I go to search, search for hashtag #RealHoEgg,
Yeah, when I search up Mayo, I find nothing. I find a 404 blocker and a call the FBI.
It comes up. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that was mine. Yeah. It comes up for me on my HP, but not on my Mac. So if anyone out there is building mocks, take photos of your mocks, and when you post those pictures of your mocks to Instagram, use the hashtag #RealHoEgg, the hashtag CBMock, the hashtag Whip Wednesday GMBW, which is for Good Morning Brickworld. Use the hashtag Drew Dogs, that is DREWDAWGZ. What are some of the other specialized hashtags out there?
What's a hashtag?
Who's a hashtag? Or the social media version of a hashtag is a hyperlink to text base rather than a hyperlink to a video URL.
You mean the pound key?
Can we use macaroni instead?
Pound key on a phone.
That's what the hashtag is. I know the game that you're playing right now because originally
I'm just messing with you.
Because originally the pound sign was used for special commands on a payphone, and then it evolved in the computer age to be a command.
Yeah, it was on your house phone. It was on cell phones. It was on everything when everything first came out.
Yeah,
but then
they evolved phone calls where you can bypass the pound key to do commands with like an automated phone call.
Yep.
Yeah. And the third thing I want to rant about is I'm really sick and tired of people getting on their high towers, and they openly create a hierarchy. I do it myself. I have a hierarchy, but my hierarchy is different from other people's hierarchies. Other people's hierarchies are outright exclusionary. And I know of someone who once had a hierarchy, and there was a list of people who would never be invited to do their bullshit podcast. And when enough time has passed, eventually I'll spill the beans. But someone in this chat might know what I'm talking about. And also, I'm really sick and tired of these friendship groups thinking that they're too cool for people. And
We are too cool.
I'm really and they're the type of people who also have a double standards and prejudice. So you try to be their friend, and you try to use their same language, but then you criticize them. Then they criticize you for bugging them, and they criticize you for interpreting their communication wrong, and then they just start ignoring you, and then they ban you from associating with them by blocking or unfollowing or removing you from their servers, etc. And those people on their high towers can go fuck themselves. There was a specific person who moved. There are specific people who moved social medias, and if anyone ever wants me to let their names be known privately, I'll do it, but I'll never do it. I'll never do it publicly. And that's the reason why I shared the link on my community post yesterday to Company Man's video about the rise and fall of Twitch.
I wouldn't worry about it, Mayo. The more you talk about it, the more it just gives them any kind of like interest, and now people want to know who it is and stuff. I just not even worry about them. Don't even give them time of day.
Yeah, I don't anymore. I just talk about them and backsass them in code. I enjoy backsassing people in code because even my friends do a lot of really dumb things, and I put stuff in code as to not offend, but I rip people apart in DMs, just not group chats.
Yeah, everybody does dumb things, and if they tell you that they don't, then you just know that they're a liar.
Yeah, dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Hey, I'll be right back. I need to grab a bag of bricks. I'll be right back.
No, you can't go do that. I'm sorry.
I absolutely will, I guess. Do I gotta ask permission now? Is that what's going on here?
You kind of were, so.
Ah, darn! No, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back, fellas.
Okay, so this is weird. I don't understand this. This build is tricking me.
No, you need to take a hit and relax.
This isn't lining up correctly.
What are you building, man?
I'm building one of these rooms for Ninjago City Gardens, and something's not quite lining up properly. Maybe this is upside down. But it doesn't. Maybe if that gets. So that has to be snapped into here. And also, thank you everyone for 15 viewers. Okay, so that. Oh, okay, yes, that's how it hit. That's how it ends up. It looked weird until you look at the next step and you see that it's an angled build instead of a square build. So there has to be something that goes underneath there, but I'm not sure what. Yeah, so that's my rant. What is everyone saying? What's everyone else saying now?
Breaks. No.
Okay. Well, 420 means weed because college students in Orange County went up to the mountains and smoked weed at 4:20 p.m. and then they changed it to be every April 20th, which is 420. Oh, in our country, it's 24.
Johnny G said I had 10 minutes. This is fun.
Stud Sidious is staring at a big turd.
What?
Speaking of Ghostbusters, Oxy and weed. How many times have I moved this year? I've moved once this year and once last year. Stud says, I can't stand when a movie doesn't have proper audio, the music overpowering the actors speaking. Wickers Life says, when I watch YouTube, Netflix, Paramount, or Spectrum Cable, the audio levels are different. The guy from Police Academy. Bunny says, Bluegrass and I were out after dark tonight, went to a bar, shot pool, had beer, and bar food. Nice. Because Life says, yeah, the action is normal, then you can't hear them talk. Because someone is whispering in your ear like ASMR, and then another person is screaming in your ears!
Oh, it was a turd. Okay, I got you, Stud. Look at this. Now the turd has a big eyeball.
Let's get
Oh, nice.
He looks really
Says I'm special.
he looks real dumbfounded. It broke his face. I think it broke his face. Hold on, there we go.
The way he built it, it's like he's sticking his tentacle through his nose to make his eye get bigger.
When you have a close-up like that and you can't see the top of the hat, it almost looks like some kind of Chewbacca.
Stubb says TV commercials all have different audio engineers. That's why that happens. I've made many
It kind of does.
days working in advertising. You would think individual channels would moderate the volume on all the TV spots, but they don't, unfortunately. Johnny says, Richard, I thought you and the Booker's Life were from the same part of the US. You both talk in the same cadence and accent. Jude says, in the old days, TV commercial volume was always louder than the TV shows. Stud says, the individual TV stations should moderate the volume, but they don't. It's wild. Lego TV says, Hightower, not so not the guy from Police Academy. I've never watched the Police Academy movie. Stud says, I hit the age where I love having closed captions on. Nessa said, my family is from Georgia, but I've grown up in Florida, Bahamas, and Connecticut. We know people in all of those states, in all those 3 states. So I've got a southern accent mixed with other stuff. Zisu says, I've always preferred captions, well, most of my life. And agree, you do catch more, even in the names of songs in the background. Okay, I'm going to do a solo shot for me for a second. The funniest piece of closed captions I've ever seen is when Sam's Trains was reviewing the Hornby, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle set. And the closed caption said, instead of Hornby, Annie, and Clarabelle, it said Horny, Annie, and Caramel. YouTube closed captions put in the word horny, and when Briggsar did a reverse video, the YouTube auto captions put up the N word.
Whoa!
Yeah. Of all things, YouTube auto captions put up the N word, and so people were criticizing Brixar when they should have been criticizing YouTube. So Brixar had to go into the audio caption settings and manually change the word in the closed captions to remove the N word because YouTube fucked him over.
That's crazy.
Zizu says, City is, yeah, I agree, you do catch more. Oh, yeah, we already said that.
I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised you even let that word fly. Like it's AI didn't pick that up and flag that word already. Because it does, if you drop that in a chat or something, it'll automatically delete your message.
Yeah, because of the language, the language parameters.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that even flew.
Yeah. The British Life says, I like watching things with CC on because I have sensory issues, so I can turn the TV down but not miss anything. I've never used that code word. And so I've never used that code word. I try to do my number ones and number twos before the stream starts.
Good to know, Mayo. Thanks.
No, I'm not mad.
I was just about to spit my water out everywhere.
We're cool, bro. There's no reason to be mad at Dude Jude. There's no reason. Stud says, I should name all those people publicly, Mayo. Well, you should. Well, I know, yeah, because we know what I'm talking about. But I'll never leak that information until you do, because of confidentiality, and some people still might get offended. Exactly. And Scotty Jr.'s out of here. Team B says, Harry Potter public service announcement for the hat. No sorting on 420. It's so lazy that the TV stations don't average out the TV commercials audio. It is. It really is. Stuff says, the clicky group of YouTubers just love talking behind people's back and think they are better than everyone else. It's childish and sad. And one of those people that needs to get off their high towers is someone who two people who beg a fellow artist in the community for free art and not provide anything in return. Those people are douchebags, and I might be meeting one of those douchebags at Brickworld Chicago. John says the start of the schedule just got a new number too. I cross paths with one of those people every now and then, because they haven't 100% pissed me off. But I unsubscribed from one of those assholes 5 years ago and never turned back. They're the type of person who their alternate channel has a silver play button, but was set to made for kids. Yeah.
So, I know it's not Lego, but I have something to build. I'm actually putting together a human fan for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah. That sounds like what a lot of things I've learned. And just so that we all show our appreciation for Dude 20, can we please spam the orange emojis in the chat for Dude? And to celebrate Cal getting to 200 subscribers, can we also spam the orange emoji and the cow emoji, please?
I like cow.
Because one day I'd love to try Dude's orange tang.
Yeah. And survive the tank.
Everyone, good. Let's make it rain oranges. Wow, long time no see, Bearded Bricks. What's up? Well, what's up is I'm really enjoying your chemistry with Drew. Because Bearded Bricks does Wednesday night streams, and his chemistry with Drew is almost as good as my chemistry with RC.
Happy Friday, Bearded Bricks.
Not to play biased favoritism or anything.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it there, Mayo.
RC, if you're in any trouble, blink twice, okay? I got you.
Because that's up for the viewers to decide, not me. Because I know a lot of my viewers also watch Bearded Bricks. We're both castle guys. Bearded Bricks built a massive castle for one of the conventions. And I enjoyed watching his videos of the castle coming together.
Styrofoam noise.
Juju spammed the cow emoji for you, Cal.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Maybe in return you might want to spam the orange emoji. I'm gonna come to YouTube and put up the orange and cow emoji.
You get any Lego shows over there towards you, Cal?
No, not many. We had one in Denver, but I didn't go.
Got you. What about you, Scotty?
It was pretty lame, the one we had in Kenner, and I didn't even go to the one in Baton Rouge.
Got you.
This is a bit interesting. So what I'm going to have to do is pretty much every time I'm not doing homework this week, I'm going to be building bags of this set. I can only go at a max of 3 bags per stream. I've begun to realize this set is incredibly big.
So, go ahead, Mayo.
And I want to finish this by the next episode of Real Whole Egg, which is going to be a real struggle.
So this is your forever, Mayo?
Huh?
Out again. I didn't hear your answer. Did you hear me? I cut out.
Yeah, you cut out halfway through your question.
I was saying, is this your forever home?
Yes.
Okay.
Because my dad is already living in the country, not in a van down by the river. And my mum's going to live here until she retires. And when she retires, my sister and I are going to live here, but we have to pay board. Instead of paying rent, we're gonna pay board.
Well, at least this way, now you can build your city and not have to worry about tearing it apart.
Yeah, I won't have to tear it apart until I can build up money for a home loan deposit.
Yeah, to get your own place.
Yeah. Or find a cheap rental where I can move out.
Yeah, but then again, you're in that same thing that you were talking about earlier when you were saying you feel bad for the people that rent.
Yeah. But the good thing for me is because of the government money I get, I qualify for really cheap disabled people rent.
Oh, okay.
At specific locations, and there's a place near my second house that I just moved from this week, not too far from my old house, near the railway tracks, near one of the railway stations, near a whole bunch of other goods and services within walking distance, where that has standard sized apartments for only $300 a week. And that's 300 Australian dollars. So convert that to American dollars.
Yeah, what is that, like 150?
About 200. Okay. So what you can do, Jude, is if you type the word orange and then don't put a space on your keyboard. Well, you can't do it. It only works on on smartphones or smart computers, if you type the word orange, it auto generates an orange emoji. But if you're not on a smartphone or a smart computer, you can go into the YouTube emotes, and there should be an icon for food and drink that you can click on, and then you can scroll down through the fruits and vegetables, and eventually you'll see the orange. Because I know that not everyone out there watches on a Mac or a smartphone. And I've never used a Samsung smartphone, so I don't know what the auto-generated emojis are like for that. But I know on my Mac, if I type the word orange and leave no and don't press space afterwards, it gives me an option to capitalize the O to spell the word oranges, or type the orange emoji.
What you doing, Scott? Putting up a fan?
Yeah, man, I'm building a ceiling fan. I got the fan blade brackets right here. I like this, man. Metal, baby.
Nice. I just took a fan down because I needed the room.
Oh, right. Yeah, you needed more headspace.
Yeah, in the Lego room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good observation, Zisu. Yeah, a dude who says, yeah, I type OR, thing pop up, but not the fruit one. Let me experiment. OR. Yeah, when I type OR on my Mac, nothing comes up. What about the semicolon OR? No, so yeah, so if you so dude, are you using a separate a keyboard separate from your computer, or is it built into your laptop? Because if you can't generate emojis from your keyboard, then you got to go to the YouTube emotes and select for. Oh crap! That's an unintentional drop test, and it gives you a variety of different subcategories of emotes you can use. Okay, so you are using a laptop. What brand? Actually, hang on a minute. Let me try do the same thing. A YouTube comment. Let's see. Because it might also be a difference between Mac and PC. Let me experiment. Yeah, so it only works on Macs and smart. Yeah. Oopsie. Yeah, what's going on here? Let's do that. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I just recommend going to the YouTube emotes. At the bottom of the comments, there should be a smiley face under where you type the comments. That brings up the YouTube emotes, and you can select for the category food and drink, and then that takes you down to a pop-up list of all the different food and drink emojis. This has been emoji time with Mayo Hosko.
All your emoji know-how in one place at one time.
Right.
same bat time, same bat emojis, and there is a bat emoji. So if anyone's on their smartphone or on a Mac, if you're trying to type the word a Batman halfway through typing a Batman, it brings up a bat emoji. Oh, it's a tangerine. It's a tangerine. Okay, it's not an orange. It's a tangerine.
Oh man, you just got schooled.
Yeah, because I think the way that the social media companies do it is if there's a fruit or vegetable that looks vaguely similar to each other, they just come up with a default and they just use it for all of the different fruit options. Because all I know is that when I type the word orange on my Mac, it brings up a tangerine. Well, it brings up that tangerine. And if I type the word tangerine in my Mac, it also brings up the same emoji. What if I type the word Tangelo? No, when I type the word Tangelo, it doesn't come up.
Let's see.
What are some? Oh yes. When I type the word cabbage, yeah, when I type up the word, actually, I'll do this as a demonstration. When I type cabbage and lettuce, it comes up with the same emoji.
Hey guys.
So I hope that answers some people's questions.
So, what's your next Lego plan after building this?
My next Lego plan is to build the Monkey Kid Megapolis on my birthday stream.
Gotcha. That'll be cool.
Yeah, question out there. Has anyone else out there built a Monkey Kid set?
What about you, Cal?
I have not.
Yeah, I have not either.
Well, if Jude wants to request to come on, I've been more than happy to send him an invite. Haven't even. Well, that's a very good question, Team B. How is the mosaic coming along? I'm not going to tell until it's done. I won't reveal it publicly until it's complete because only my Patreon pledges will know what's going on with that project. So if you want to know how the mosaic is coming along, feel free to pledge to me on Patreon. Links in the description. I'm struggling to see how this is built. Because it feels like there should be...
Are you pushing your OnlyFans page again?
What's that about OnlyFans?
Mayo is pushing his OnlyFans page.
Oh, okay.
I don't have OnlyFans, but I do have OnlyHands whenever I build sets.
There you go.
I'm sure a lot of people who watch OnlyFans use only their hands.
Exactly.
Oh my god. That makes sense. It really does.
I was tripping out. I was tripping out, bro. I was tripping out, but then I realized I can't trip out because I'm not smoking weed. I was trying to find a brick, and then I forgot to put a 1x8 brick on.
What do you are all the parts of that still in the bag?
Well, we're on bag 6 right now, and I have misplaced a hinge. I'll need to go back onto the build table at my other house. I constructed this build table when I was listening to Coffee Time yesterday.
Oh, very nice.
Because Coffee Time go when I'm out of daylight saving. No, sorry, when I'm in standard time, Coffee Time goes from 10:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m.
That is so crazy. I'm still living that same day, and you're already talking about a different day. It still blows my mind.
I must have missed a page or something. Maybe I missed it at the back here.
I spend entirely too much time looking for parts.
Don't we all?
Some of these are extras.
What we got here? What we got? Oh, what happened?
And then the sad feeling is, you know, it's in there somewhere.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. I know a lot of people on Twitter X who are always spamming links to their OnlyFans. It's really annoying. Because what they do is they reply to people's tweets, and it may not even be porn related. They're just porn bots, and they say, if you like what you see, come find me on OnlyFans. And it's like, I'm glad Elon Musk is taking measures to get rid of that crap.
Right? Oh, yeah.
I heard they're trying to ban a whole lot on X in your country right now, Mayo.
Nope, they're trying to ban it internationally because they're cracking down on what's called engagement farming. Because engagement farming is where people spread misinformation or they spread redundant information just to get clicks. Like the people who spam the PEMDAS equations, or the people that say, what do you notice about this picture? Or what do you notice about this video? Or what are your thoughts about blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
Engagement farming. People who are actually on Twitter X know what I'm talking about. Jude saying hello to the cow. We got the Brickable cow out there, so where's the cow?
I killed that channel. It might come.
Quick design. We got a minifigure we need to put together. Just about to finish bag 6 of the LEGO Ninjago City Gardens. There are a lot of extra pieces that come with this set. A lot of extra pieces. Which you expect when you have such a big set that has a lot of really intricate, tiny details. And I'm on record saying that Ninjago is the most intricate thing currently available.
You think over the modulars?
I think even more so than the modulars, just because of all the ornamental architecture.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'd love you on the stream if you want to come on, Jude. We'd love you.
I like Jude.
Yeah, we all like Jude. He's always there around almost every corner.
I'm surprised he hasn't on more. He's in everybody's live stream. I'm surprised he's not on more live streams.
And
Yeah.
and also the limited time that Dude Jude has come onto people's streams before, he's got a lot of Lego on his shelves. Yes,
I know it.
I've been building this set the whole month, and until I go to Brick World Chicago, all I will be doing on streams is building sets. Did I let you know, RC, that for May the 3rd, that's when I'm going to start building the UCS X-Wing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
What's that?
And then on May the 4th, be with you for you guys, which is Revenge of the 5th for me. We're gonna invite some Star Wars people to come on. So Ben, if you want to build anything Star Wars related on the night of May the 4th, be with you, you're more than welcome to come on to the stream. I've reached out to Allbricks Count and Brickmaniac 81 because they enjoy building Star Wars. I reached out to Oaktown Bricks, who likes talking about Star Wars. I was on his podcast, as some of you guys might have seen from the community post. Brick Hive said that he might come on and build a Star Wars set. Anyone out there who wants to come on and talk about Star Wars or build Star Wars sets, may the night of May the 4th be with you. That'll be 24 hours later after Real Whole Egg.
All right, cool.
So we're gonna have a fun time doing all of that stuff. And I've been holding off building the UCS X-Wing until that day. Also, speaking of Star Wars, did I hear that the UCS Jabba sail barge, we're going to get a new Jabba?
I heard that was a rumor that was going around.
That would be awful.
Yep, I heard that myself.
To get another Jabba the Hutt should hopefully decrease the prices of some of the other Jabba the Hutts.
It'll be the same thing.
Jabba the Hutt as a character can be expensive, and I've always wanted to get my hands on a Jabba the Hutt so I can remake the Hutt's pizza mock. that was something that Jane Bricks did 11 years ago.
Pizza the Hut?
Back on his old Jane Bricks channel. Yes, I'll get you that link, and we can get Dude Jude onto the panel. I made a lot of special exemptions today because it's 420.
Brick is life. I didn't even know there was a new Transformers movie coming out.
What?
Yeah.
I'm learning all kinds of shit tonight.
That's what I was saying.
So, quick question out there: who's excited to see Dude Jude come onto the panel?
Oh hell yeah!
Bring him on.
Always a treat.
The challenge will be to see if this stream can get more likes than the time that Johnny G came on, because my stream with Johnny G was my second most liked stream ever. That's got more than 50 likes.
That's awesome.
Let me go to Dude's Instagram.
Hey, cool. Look at that.
Cool. Yeah, Ben says it's Optimus Prime and Megatron before they were Transformers. Wicked Life says in September.
Huh. That'll be cool. So were they friends at one point? Is that what it's leading towards?
Okay, we can arrange that contingency. I'll be starting live at 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be 8 p.m. Central, where you're at, Ben. And the stream will probably be a 4-hour stream because it'll take me a while to build the UCS X-Wing. Because I'll probably spend the whole month of May on the stream building the UCS X-Wing.
Are you going to call it the month of Mayo?
Well, that's what I should be doing in the future. That's a good idea, Cal. We'll just wait for the ding, and then we'll get Dude onto the panel. And then what will happen when he gets into the backstage is Zissou will say "Where's" or "Hey, a doob," and we'll say "Dave's not here, man." Because that's what Cheech and Chong say. This is going to get really noisy. I'm going to empty the bags on my bed instead.
Just as loud.
I'm going to find bag 7. Oh, tell you what. Everyone and their uncle wants this bag 24. You know why? Water.
Oh, yeah.
We might need this later. That's bag 8. That's also bag 8.
Where's my pants?
I need to lay this out in numerical order. Oh, I accidentally left some pieces from bag 4. And coincidentally, one of those pieces was the beanie from Dude Sig Fig. I haven't yet put together a Dude Sig Fig.
Alright, Mayo, I need to go swap ceiling fans here. I'm gonna go take care of that and let my phone charge for a little bit, and I'll jump back on panel, dude.
Nice.
All right,
so,
buddy.
well, but just in case just in case you don't come back, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on YouTube and Instagram. Scotch Blocks is the name. Lego is the game. And,
Awesome stuff, buddy.
Glad I could hang out with everybody. And nice to see everybody in chat. And if I don't come back, I'll definitely catch y'all in the next one. So, peace.
Happy
Scotty.
Yeah, man. Glad I could get the party started early. That's cool. All right, later, y'all.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, I just found bag 7. Good timing, just as Scott left. Oh, that reminds me. Honey, where are my pants? My pants aren't here, man. And then you close your eyes, and then you wake up, and you realize you're in your underwear.
Yeah, what's he doing? He was like, get dressed for the day, and then he's like, oops, almost forgot that.
The fourth will be with me, and I will be with everyone else to enjoy May the 4th be with you when it's Revenge of the 5th for me. I could. You know what? If I ever do live streams on the 5th of the month, that's what I should be doing. Because isn't Cinco 5 in Spanish?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's open bag 7.
You mean Cinco?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho. And I only know that because of 2 things: Handy Manny and Dora the Explorer. And because one of the songs in the Handy Manny they do episode recites the first 8 numbers in Spanish, and then Dora the Explorer did counting segments where they did 9 and 10, which is Nuea and Derechi. So all of the Spanish speakers out there, pardon my Spanish. And to all of my French speakers out there, I want to say first in English that I really like your trains. Now I will say in French, Société Nationale des Chemins de François. And also, to anyone out there who understands French, I want you to spam the emoji. No, I want you to spam the peach emoji. What is it? Oh fuck, what was it? Oh yeah. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I think that French sentence is the most well-known French sentence ever. And if you can tell me why, I'll give you a cookie emoji. You from that song? Check the private chat, RC. You know that Cal's really busy if he's quiet on camera.
I know, I'm sorry.
What are you doing, Cal?
Oh, I am rearranging and rebuilding. I moved this. This was the big energy facility thing that was over there in the middle, so I moved it here. And now I'm trying to put like little games in.
Nice, very nice. Fairgrounds are coming along nicely then.
Yes.
I'm just right. I'm on the other side of my city. I'm out of camera, but I'm still working on this Time Cruiser's cave in this mountain over here. So many pieces. It's just a lot. I got to fill in a lot of spots.
And also, whenever I decide to build a Star Wars mock, I'm gonna have a Starbucks in it. A Starbucks that only sells Sith roast coffee.
Huh.
And the currency to buy your Starbucks coffee is Starbucks.
And you go to work and you work for Starbucks.
Yeah. And then you can go to the embassy on Jakku and exchange one Starbucks for 2 portions. Because, as some people might remember, a BB-8 was worth 60 portions. Because that was when it was the dawn of the First Order.
Plus, we know how you're running Mayo City.
But the First Order have not made their frontier to Earth. They're still stuck in the galaxy far, far away. But their descendants from the Imperial Empire have, which is why there's a Star Wars tower in the city, and they used a DNA to clone Anakin, and they used the blueprints to rebuild C-3PO, and eventually when I find the pieces for my R2-D2, they'll use the blueprints to rebuild astromechs like R2-D2.
Nice.
Because I'll tell you what, and Brick Hive was really surprised when I said this, because it goes against the grain of what normally happens. I said on one of the Hive streams, and his stream is in less than an hour, that I have actually gained more respect for the Star Wars franchise by listening to LEGO Star Wars people talking about Star Wars. And he was shocked when I said that, because normally the opposite happens. You talk about Star Wars and people get turned off from Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's the most American thing I've heard since yesterday. And the reason I can say that legally is because I've only watched British people today.
That's funny.
I wonder what the quality of PvP there is in France.
Depends, but a lot of these countries have strict laws against it.
Yes, it makes 100% sense, because normally when people say that's the most insert country here thing I've heard all day, normally they say it as an insult, but I say it as plausible deniability. Because if you can master plausible deniability, you can say a whole bunch of stupid shit and protest your innocence without getting caught.
So stir the pot and run away.
Yeah. Plausible deniability. Because I could make the stupid fucking ridiculous jokes against Americans, or I could do a double entendre, and smart people prefer to do double entendres. Because my Lego intelligence is no match for your bear intelligence, I guess.
How do you know my bear is smart?
That's why I'm smarter than the smartest bear. Some people are just smarter than the average bear, but I'm smarter than the smartest bear. And to be honest, I'm not smart at all. I'm brilliant because I know I'm not. I just listen to those who are.
Good night, Cliffy.
Sweet dreams, Cliff.
You're extremely modest and humble about it as well.
Yeah, because people come up to me because they hear me spitting facts about Lego all the time, and that's not FACTS, that's FAX. The facts. They hear me spitting facts like Ben Shapiro with Tom McDonald, and they praise me for being smart, but I'm not. I just have a good enough memory that I can remember I can remember an insane amount of details that mean and stuff that mean absolutely nothing. It's kind of like how some people are so good at their jobs that they can recite the employee handbook. Yeah, I guess would be the best analogy. Kind of like in like if you watch a SpongeBob episode, and when SpongeBob is talking to Squidward because SpongeBob is blind to Mr. Krabs' corporate greed, and Squidward sees through it all, which is why he's never won Employee of the Month. When Mr. Krabs gets annoyed with Squidward, often SpongeBob comes to the defense of Mr. Krabs and recites the employee handbook to side with Mr. Krabs. It's really funny.
That's the kind of guy you don't want to work with.
Yeah. I've never been good at... Well, I've never had a job that required an employee handbook.
But it says right here in the handbook, it's like, oh my gosh, you and your handbook. I have good Lego intelligence because I remember the stupid shit I read in the history book 15 years ago. Because I got given the Lego history book in 2009 Christmas when I was 8 years old, and back then I really hated books, and I got a whole bunch of books that I was like, ugh, this is a book I want a tangible product or something that I can, or something that's going to entertain me. Wow, I'm a 4-year-old playing Roblox on my mum's computer. Wow. I used to really hate books, but then I realized, hey, if I read all this stupid shit in these books, I can become better than everyone else. Yeah, definitely be smarter.
Yeah, so now I am better than a lot of people, and I express that in my content. So if you're looking for an intelligent Lego fan, if you're looking for an alien to school you about vintage Lego, then you've come to the right place. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in vintage Lego. So the reason I'm an alien is because alien is an acronym for A LEGO intellectual enthusiast note taker.
Good come play. Very, very.
Oh! We got Jude. Up in here.
Yeah, they're very complex. Hey, Jude.
Hey,
Hey!
Mayo, you need to make your links easier.
You're cutting out just a tiny bit.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was me.
Can you hear me?
Kinda, not too much, kinda.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right.
Hey, you tried.
I think he's saying put him on the full screen.
Yeah, because it looks like there's some stuff on his shelf.
That link was so complicated, I had to copy it and put it in the Chrome because I can't the StreamYard through.
StreamYard doesn't like everyone's phones. That's why I bought a new phone years ago.
Well, usually, like clips, the links that posts in Instagram, they don't go to Instagram too. To StreamYard, so it takes you through out to StreamYard. Take Chrome or Google. It's a whole lot easier. I've been sitting here for the past 5 minutes trying to get the link posted right. Copy and paste it in the Chrome where I can get on. Instagram did not want to let me. What do y'all want to see?
Well, I love those modulars. That's the Market Street. Wow, look at the Market Street. A lot of people really don't like the Market Street, but I do.
I like it. So you know, maybe that
That one's called Market Street?
Yeah, that's Market Street. It's the very first modular that LEGO built. It's under factory because
the factory theme.
Because it was a thing that the sign. This one is actually the electric version because I could not afford the original. So.
Yeah, because if anyone hasn't seen some of the streams that Dude's been on before, he does have a few weapon sets in his collection. Were they bought before they changed their name to Mold King?
Yeah, they changed Mold King. And they are working with designers now. They have a bunch of their own stuff. You see the fire brigade right there. That's 11. Build it spot on to the except for a couple of places. When you start building the second floor, a couple of different plates they swap up the side. So it's slightly different, but it's I got to get in here tomorrow and dig out my technical stuff. Parts
And there's Cliff's Ghostbusters Firehouse over there.
I saw it.
And Jude also had the Fire Brigade modular.
The pet store was my the Fire Brigade at that time. I went to the pet store, and a friend gave me that Fire Brigade weapon version of the Fire Brigade. And I have built the Fire Brigade Lego digital designer off the original instructions. So when I built that, I could tell the difference when they use different parts.
And also, I need to store my new pad cups on a floating shelf too.
Yeah, that's some. I got 100 empty cups out my van.
100. Wow, that's a lot. I think I've got about 20 peb cups.
I think I sent you like 50 one time, didn't I, dude? You?
It was more like around 35. Some of them.
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah.
But yeah, if you have any more you want to get rid of, you got my
address. I'll let you know. They stopped doing them, so I only have a few left now.
Yeah, well, I like them, and I got parts that are in bags that I want to put into the cups and put on display. So I think
I've gone to the pad wall enough times, and there are some times where I bought multiple cups of the same piece, and so I just took a gallon Ziploc bag and dumped them all in there, because I was like, well, these pieces are I'm probably never going to find them in bulk like this again, so might as well get duplicate cups. That's how. So I will never have to buy a white 2x2 corner plate ever again.
Yeah, I buy weird stuff. See this cup right there? It was full of the translucent 1x1 round brick. Round cylinder. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my bug members needed some, so I ended up selling the whole cup because I had them. I got them. I can't remember what I sold them. I think I made about $1 off of the transaction. So, see, I got purposely a whole cup. I hope that gold chains.
Oh, hey, RC, don't you use a lot of those gold chains? Or is it a different color chain?
Oh.
Yeah, I got some of those off the pad wall too.
Yeah, there's window frames and other 4x8 bricks. 4x8 bricks. But I filled up all the space with the gold chains. I don't know why I got this stuff. But I'll have to do with that many stuff.
Oh, the mail pieces. Here's a story related to the mail. When I went to Wickwell, Chicago, I went to the pad wall before everyone else checked into their hotel rooms. I went to the mall, to the Lego store, just to scout out some of the pieces they had on their store, what they had in their store, just so that I could get to the good, so that I could get to the good, to get to the good stuff before some of the other people got them. and I looked over at the mail envelopes they had, and I was like, okay, if I have room in my luggage when I go home, I might go back to the pad wall to see if I can get some mail. But I thought more people at Brick World Chicago were going to get some of the mail envelopes. But when I went there after everyone else went home, the drawer with all the mail was almost full. So it's like people that went to Chicago didn't need a lot of the mail. So if I wanted to, I could have got probably 10 cups full of mail. But I didn't. I only needed half a cup of mail. And so that's why when I got home from Chicago, I took my half a cup of mail pieces like that. And I built a post office. Good memories with all that mail.
Mail, especially y'all mail, it's got the 1x6 by something.
Yeah, it looks like the 1x6x5 trans clear panels.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, because whenever I see those on the pad wall, I always try and get a cup or two.
I always find the big piece that I want, and then I find the little piece to fill it. I got some of them around here somewhere. I think they're not that are packed where I have a whole lot of salt.
And the way people like you still have a lot of your pieces still in the cups, I can estimate when people actually bought those cups. if I bought those pieces at the same time. Process of elimination.
I got about half a bunch of spots for
that's the bathtub stunts bike.
Oh yeah, yep. I actually won that with you and Ingrid on one of Ingrid's live streams one time.
This Minecraft in the world, trying to get away from Bob or trying to catch him back to the boat. It's funny, got some people get away from Bob.
Yeah, I remember when I saw a bunch of people getting the stunt bikes. They were really after the bathtub, and there was another one. I was just after one that looked like a street legal bike, and so that's why I bought one of the ones that was a Daredevil type one. It had a yellow fairing, and I bought it when it was on sale, and for a while I was trying to have it run throughout my streets at the end of every city update, but then I moved house and I kind of stopped doing that. When I rebuild the city, I need to get that tradition back, because the motors in those stunt bikes are actually really good.
Indeed.
Hey,
Mayo.
I've got a couple that
Hey, can you hear me, Mayo?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna cut out a few minutes early because I got to get up and go to work tomorrow, and I got some other stuff I still got to finish around here. So, but it's been awesome hanging out, guys. As usual, another awesome Friday.
Bye, Hershey.
Bye, Mayo.
Yeah,
bye, Cal.
And for all of RC's details, you can see them in the description below.
Oh, perfect. Thanks for editing that. See you later, Susan.
Have a good,
Thank you, guys.
have a good one.
You too, guys.
And that is one freaking sweet raised base plate. That looks like I don't think it was from an adventurous set. I forget which theme that's from. But I always liked it because it's the color scheme is something that could be used with a variety of things. It could be used with Wild West, it could be used with adventurers, it could be used with Pharaoh's Quest, it could be used with some of the desert themes. Hell, you could even try use it for...
I think we lost him.
Yeah, he dropped out. You could try use it for what is it? Some of the things on Tatooine. There's a lot of ways you can use it. I think StreamYard didn't like his phone connection. I just want to get this bag done, and then we'll call it a day. Still got 10 people here, so thank you. We're only one actually, no, I should be editing this to now say we're one subscriber away from we're one subscriber away from 750.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I think I've said almost everything that I needed to talk about. Now that it's just you and me, is there anything pressing you want to talk about?
Well, I just popped 3 edibles, so give it a minute. We'll see.
You know what? I know something we can talk about. So, as I told Cal when he was working on his working on his farm on a previous stream, and I'll reiterate this because this is news for some people out there. I'm going to be, so when I get home from Brick World Chicago, I'm gonna almost be out of the sets that are in my backlog, which means that I'm going to get back into the groove of mock building, and under the city, I want to build a countryside. There's going to be a bridge going through the cliffs, the clicking cliffs, to the left side of my city. And I'm going to have that road come out at the bottom of the table. So it's going to be probably a 96 by 90. No, probably going to be 100. An area of 3 grey base plates by 3 grey base plates, so that we can fit a road. We can fit a wheat farm, and a pig farm with 3 cows. There will be a train line for that livestock farm, with a stock pen that leads you up to where the pigs and the 3 cows get loaded up onto the cattle trucks to be taken to market. And then on the other side of the road, I'm going to build a backdrop of some wind turbines in front of a mountain using some big ugly rock pieces. which will be the beginning of which will be the top of some rolling hills, and then coming down those hills there'll be a river going under a wooden bridge where the road crosses, and there'll be a little dirt path near the bridge, and that'll go to a little spot below for where the van the van down by the river.
Down by the bay.
Yeah, which means that to build up. Well, yeah, actually no. There's going to be 3 farms. There's going to be the wheat farm. There's going to be the PPP farm, and then there's going to be the pig farm. So I'm going to kind of I'm going to build a barn for the pigs, but I'm just going to build homestead. I'm going to build a homestead for the wheat farm, and who knows? Maybe if Scott's Blocks runs the PPP farm, maybe he can take up residence in the van down by the river. That's an idea. Or alternately, I can build one of those RVs that the Grey Nomads drive cross country, because a nice brand spanking new RV is a little bit more classier than a van down by the river. And when I'm doing all of that, since I'd be building a farm mock, I asked Cal, "Hey, you're building a farm. Maybe we could build farms together."
I gotta rebuild a barn. I'm just gonna completely rebuild the barn.
And I'm thinking when
I want to be a double decker, but I want to make it sturdy enough from the start.
Yeah. And I'm thinking when I build a barn, it's going to be similar to a barn from a LEGO ID book published by DK. They're given an idea of how to build a barn using some plate-built techniques for the barn doors, and I've always wanted to try that out, but I've never had room for a barn in my city. Now that I have the room, I'll finally get to do a biome which I've never really built before, which is the countryside. And a lot of my viewers live in the country. Not entirely big city viewers around here. I'm not sure if it is a Chris Farley line. All I know is that people like to talk about the van down by the river, and people have joked before that they live in a van down by the river. And trying out a rusty rural country asshole scene will open up more storylines for an environment that I've never attempted before. Because I live in the big city, so I've always focused on concrete jungles.
Hold up.
In Mayo City, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Well, your Lego dreams are made of, maybe. Because when I get more sig figs, I'm always open for comments on my city updates, and if anyone comments an idea for your sig fig in my city, I might consider it. Where I'm missing a round brick. And there it is, it's hiding. Oopsie, I built this in the wrong place. So guessing this is a little balcony. A lot of these rooms get stacked on top of each other throughout the build. And after my build experience, not even halfway through this, I can strongly recommend building at least one of the Ninjago modulars once in your life. I wouldn't have bought this if my friend didn't give me a good deal. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Hello, Hobby Hooligan. I just saw the name attached to that comment. I must be blind or something. I think one day I'll have to do a poll asking people if you live in a van down by the river. I'm sure that's probably someone's trigger word.
Paul said no internet. Okay. That's okay, dude.
Technical difficulties happen to all of us.
Hope you know how handy you are.
Not everyone's technology likes to cooperate with them.
Yeah, but that scared the crap out of me. You gotta warn people.
What, the technical difficulty caliber?
Yeah, the beep boop bopper.
You know, I uploaded a video once of that same sound effect because I literally just screen recorded someone else who had done that exact same video, and now that's one of the most viewed videos on my channel. I get daily views of people searching for the technical difficulty color buttons.
Wow.
I need to do the same with the record scratch. Because when we do themed episodes of Real Whole Egg, we play a game called Pardon the Interruption, and to interrupt people, we do this.
Okay.
When it's because if anyone knows Pardon the Interruption on ESPN, you know that's a replacement of the bell ding that they use. I'm not going to go get a sound effect for the WWE bell ring. I'm just not going to. When I can use the record scratch instead. So come on over to my house and scratch my record.
You could get the Taco Bell thing now.
What I could do is I could go to my phone and get the doorbell ringtone if I ever wanted to. You know what? I could do a voice memo of the doorbell ringtone and save that as an MP3 if I really wanted to. Hobby says, I want to reassemble my current avatar, Greenhead, but I choose I have is, should I use a classic black ninja hood or a two-piece modern one if they have a solid color, black or darkest gray? I would use the two-piece one so you can get a two-toned color of the head wrap. Oh, my Mac's gonna go flat soon. Yeah, let me go get my Mac charger and run it behind here. Hopefully this is long enough to get around here. Yeah, because unlike the one-piece ninja head wraps, you can't get them in multicolors unless they're molded that way. But it's harder to get the dual molded head wraps. There are some, but they might have an awkward printing detail that you might not want. Because I have plenty of Ninjago figures where it's the dual molded head wraps, but there's a little printing, but there's some extra printing in the head wrap that I don't always want. Now this is, the way I've got this angled is tricking me. It looks like it's high, but it's actually just behind. And no, I am not high as a kite right now.
You should be.
But I'm tired enough that I could give the effects of being high as a kite. I wonder when's the last time people in this chat were high as a kite. Okay, that's got the orange the other way. Oh yeah, I put that the wrong way. Okay, so now we can start working this little section. Where is this piece? My eyes are playing tricks on me. That's supposed to be regular brown or dark brown?
Oh.
My eyes are playing tricks on me. And I still don't know where this is supposed to go. Because that doesn't... Oh, I see. I placed this on wrong. Not reading the instructions properly. Hobby is very tightly medicated right now. And you can tell that it's nighttime, not daytime, because the cows have stopped mooing while the big hand in the sky is crafting the Lego. And you can tell that I've had a busy morning if I'm not building this stuff correctly. I think it is supposed to be dark brown, but it just looks odd. I don't know why. It looks like it should be... Oh wait, no, there's the regular brown piece.
Alright, Mayo, it's 10 o'clock, it's bedtime.
Yeah, it's been fun celebrating 420. So where can we find you on social media?
Little Breakable Cow on YouTube and Instagram, and yeah.
And one day we'll build farms together.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll go start my farm. Alright, take care. Moo.
Moo. And then there was me. So, actually, you know what? We're going to run up on the 3 hours soon. Yes, I'm not quite going to get this done. So I'll have to continue building this during the Brick Hive stream. Let me go get the link for the Brick Hive stream so we can go raid afterwards. I gotta switch channels. We are at 749 subscribers. We only need one more to get to 750, and then I'm gonna build a catapult mock. Let me get this up in the chat. Okay, let me build this little sub build first, and then we'll sign off. Yeah, we're moving over to Hive. Moving over to Hive in a few minutes. Let me get this little sub build built first. It's a shelving unit, and then we'll do the rundown that we always do at the end of each episode. Uses a weird Technic piece to act as shelf products, and then this goes above here, and that's the little room that we've done. Let me get this view. That's the little room that we've done. This is the build as it stands presently. Got the nice tree in front We've got an elevator type thing here. We've got the water surrounding. We've got the pond out front. And we've got the ground floor of this building. So yes, we're done for the day. And everyone make sure to, where is it? Yeah, where was it? Fuck. Yeah, everyone make sure to like the stream if you haven't done so already. So thank you for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Who did we have in the comments today? Let's go back to the top of the comments and see who was up in here. So we had Johnny G, the Brickable Cow, who was on the panel. Dave Wicks 76 from Blocks to Mox, who was on the panel. Lego Team B, Zisu Sultan Force, Clever Pig, Trebs Reborn, Gladiator Wicks Productions, Clicking Cliff, Brick Hive, Scott's Blocks, who was on the panel, Dude Jude, who was on the panel, Scotty Jr., The Spammers, The Brick is Life, Stud Sidious, Papa Wex 7567, Bunny Bricks, Beaded Bricks. Also, yeah, there's a Beaded Bricks. Down here, Ben's Brick Designs. Hobby Hooligan. And that was everyone. So thank you for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Make sure to share this stream with your friends. And next time we will be finishing the Lego Ninjago City Gardens. And I'll see if we can get Titanium J to come on to where we finish building this set. I'll have to arrange with him if he's not doing anything. Because TJ is our resident ninja around here. So thank you for watching this stream. I'll see you on my next short. I'll see you on my next stream, which as always is at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, or 11 a.m. Australian Eastern every Saturday. After we finish building this set, we'll build the Lego Monkey Kid Megapolis. And then throughout May, we will be building the UCS X-Wing. So, with all that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Let's turn off the music. And let's roll the credits. But before I do so, I want to thank everyone for helping me get to 700 subscribers, and thank you again for being one subscriber away from 750. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for supporting Mayo Hosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 PM Eastern in North America and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, Mayo_Hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 AM Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_mayohosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been Mayo Hosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO. #AFOOL.